The Amazon Basin. The physical base. Located in South America, the Amazon Basin extends between the Brazilian highlands in the south and Guiana Highland in the north. The Andes Mountains form the western boundary and the Atlantic Ocean is located in the east. The river basin is the largest in the world, covering an area of about 7 million square kilometers. The river Amazon, popularly called Solimões, the king of waters, rises in the snow-laden Andes Mountains and flows eastward into the Atlantic Ocean. It is the world's largest river in terms of volume of water it carries and the second longest river with a length of about 6,400 kilometers. It meanders across a wide floodplain, forming a great mosaic of lakes or lagos, ponds and river channels known as rios and paranas. The low-lying plains are flooded annually and form swamps in many places. The soil in this region contains fertile alluvium. The Amazon Basin, or Amazonia, is the world's largest equatorial rainforest where resides a wealth of life richer than anywhere else on earth. The basin is drained by the river Amazon and its tributaries such as Madeira, Rio Negro, and Xingu. Climate. As the Amazon Basin is located in the equatorial region, it receives the vertical rays of the sun throughout the year. The average temperatures range between 25 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius. The annual rainfall here is over 250 centimeters and it rains almost every day. The rainfall is usually convectional in nature and usually takes place in the afternoon. Natural vegetation. The dense evergreen tropical rainforests known as the selvas occupy most parts of the Amazon Basin. These forests form a thick canopy with creepers, climbers and lianas, climbing vines, epiphytes and giant ferns, and are difficult to penetrate, therefore they have limited commercial value. Trees are broad-leaved hardwoods with thick barks such as mahogany, rubber, ebony, rosewood, corozo palm, coco de mona, divdive, and cinchona. These hardwood trees provide material for construction, furniture making, etc. The bark of the cinchona tree found here is used for making quinine, which cures malaria. Rubber, gum, nuts, cocoa, raisins and cork are the other important forest products. However, these forests are being cleared to provide land for industry, settlements and agriculture. Wildlife. The dense evergreen Amazon rainforests are home to a wide variety of wildlife ranging from various types of monkeys, lizards, bats, fishes and birds. More than 2,000 varieties of fish including the flesh-eating piranha, pirarucu, tambaqui and sea animals such as the salmon, turtle, dolphin and manatee are found in the region. Colorful birds like the hummingbirds, toucans, parrots etc., pumas, jaguars, anteaters, armadillos, crocodiles, alligators and snakes, including the anaconda, the largest snake in the world, are found in the region. With persistent hunting, many of these are becoming endangered species. Ants, beetles and butterflies are also found here. Life of the people. The Amazon Basin has been home to humans for a long time. The rainforests of this region are now an integral part of the vast and enormously biodiverse ecosystem spread across the basin. The interior of the forest is inhabited by tribal people who practice hunting, gathering, and fishing as their primary occupations. Many of these were nomadic tribes who moved on as soon as they utilized the food at one place. They built temporary leaf shelters on raised platforms to avoid floods and supplemented meat and fish with nuts, berries, tubers and fruits. The tribes who were more settled also practiced shifting cultivation or slash and burn agriculture, in which they cleared a part of the forest by cutting and burning the vegetation to plant crops such as manioc, yam, cassava, beans, banana, and sweet potatoes. Once a plot of land lost its fertility, they moved on to clear a new patch of forest land. In some parts of the Amazon basin, commercial rubber plantations have also developed, and certain tribes are engaged in tapping rubber from wild trees. Mining has developed in some places, and iron ore, copper, gold, bauxite, manganese, etc. are mined. Some farmers also rear cattle to provide milk and meat. They graze on pastures on the higher slopes. Amazonians mostly live near water. From the typical floating house on huge logs in the river, people spread to villages on the higher ground where they build permanent wooden structures, sometimes on stilts. Most towns serve as market centers for products of the surrounding lands. Example, Brazil nuts, wood, fish, and even iron ore, oil and bauxite which are mined in the area. Manaus is the main town of the Amazon basin, and Belém is a large trading town and port located near the mouth of the river. Dense forests and swamps have made the area inaccessible and hindered the development of roads and railways. The Trans-Amazonian Highway is one of the few important roads in the region. Waterways are the most reliable mode of transportation, and boats, canoes, as well as motorized boats are commonly used. The Amazonians, who at first shared a close bond with nature, have gradually transformed and now live a life over which they have more control, and this has changed the ecology of the region. The Amazon basin in recent years has seen rapid deforestation in order to provide land for various human activities, resulting in loss of biodiversity. It is essential that this phenomenon is checked in order to prevent disastrous consequences in the Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. The physical base. Located in the subtropical region, the Ganga-Brahmaputra Valley is one of the most fertile riverine plains in the world. Built over thousands of years through the deposition of sediments brought down by the rivers Ganga and Brahmaputra and their tributaries, the plain extends through Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh in India, and parts of Nepal, Bhutan and Bangladesh. The basin is bounded by Himalayas in the north and the Peninsular Plateau in the south. It merges with the Indus Plain in the west and stretches up to the Brahmaputra Valley in the east. The river Ganga originates from its source in the Himalayas, the Gangotri Glacier, and then follows the slope of the land of the northern plains of India through which it flows. Two head streams, the Bhagirathi and the Laknanda, join at Devprayag to form the river Ganga. Numerous tributaries like the Yamuna, Gomti, Son, Kosi and Damodar, etc. join the river throughout its course. Known as the Sangpo in Tibet, the river Brahmaputra rises beyond the Himalayas in the Chemayung Dung Glacier near Lake Mansarovar in Tibet. The river bends westwards after entering Arunachal Pradesh in India. It then flows through Assam and enters Bangladesh, where it joins the Ganga. The Manas and Teesta are its two main tributaries besides Lohit, Sankosh, Raidak, etc. Flowing down the Himalayas, flowing eastward, the Ganga meets the Brahmaputra in Bangladesh and forms River Padma in Bangladesh, before flowing into the Bay of Bengal after forming the world's largest delta. The fertile Ganga-Brahmaputra delta, also known as the Sundarbans. It is formed due to the accumulation of silt which creates many distributaries. Climate. With a subtropical to tropical location, the valley experiences a monsoon type of climate and seasonal reversal of winds, hot, dry summers and cool, dry winters make the climate suitable for agriculture. A well-defined rainy season due to the southwest monsoon winds bring heavy rainfall over 200 centimeter, ensuring a regular supply of water. Rainfall is heaviest in the Delta region and the Brahmaputra Valley and decreases westwards up the Ganga Valley. Floods are common during the monsoon season. Most of the tributaries of river Ganga overflow, causing large-scale destruction of life and property. Natural vegetation. Tropical monsoon deciduous forests are natural to this region, comprising trees like teak, sal, and mahua, which shed their leaves in the dry winter, and bamboos, which are common in the Brahmaputra Valley. In the higher altitudes of the Himalayas, coniferous forests are found. The deltaic tracts are occupied by the Sundari trees, which is also the origin of the name Sundarbans. This is also the largest mangrove forest in the world and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The flora in this region has adapted itself to the saline and tidal conditions of the delta area. Today, however, large parts of these forests have been cleared to provide land for agriculture, settlement, and industry. Wildlife. It is mostly concentrated in the Sundarbans region and parts of the Brahmaputra Valley. Elephants, rhinoceroses, tigers, deer, monkeys, and wide variety of fish such as the rohu, katla, hillside, etc., along with crocodiles and alligators are found here. The Royal Bengal tiger is an inhabitant of the Sundarbans forest, and the one-horned rhino is only found in the Brahmaputra plains. The floodplains of the Brahmaputra are marked by a large number of wetlands which serve as a unique habitat for a great number of plants and animals. Wildlife has, however, diminished in most parts of the valley due to rising population and diminishing forest cover. Life of the people. The Ganga-Brahmaputra Basin, one of the world's most important agricultural regions, is also one of the most densely populated areas in the world. The fertile alluvium, flat plains, and the climate support the cultivation of rice, jute, wheat, maize, millet, sugarcane, tea, oil seeds, and pulses. The yields per acre are among the highest in the world. Tea plantations are common in West Bengal and Assam. Darjeeling and Assam tea are famous all over the world. Intensive agriculture is practiced in this region. Wherever the rainfall is insufficient, a well-developed irrigation system consisting of canals and wells has been developed in order to ensure the availability of water. Intensive use of both organic and chemical fertilizers is made to sustain soil fertility and allow the growth of 2 or more crops per year. A kharif or summer crop and a rabi or winter crop are produced annually. Wherever possible, a third crop is grown between the two, especially in the deltaic tracts. Mixed cropping, crop rotation, and intercropping ensure high yields. The northern plains have extremely fertile soil. The bhabar is the soil of the highest tracts. Below it is the bhangar or the older alluvium, while in the lower valley it is the khaddar or new alluvium, which is renewed annually by the rivers. Alongside the cultivation of crops, most farmers raise animals for their milk and meat. Poultry, goats, pigs, and cattle are common, and cattle are also used as draught animals. Fishing on a commercial scale is practiced to meet the demands of locals and for nearby towns and cities. Based on agricultural produce, several agro-based industries such as textile, sugar, edible oil, etc. have also developed in the region. Cottage and small-scale industries have developed in rural areas. Automobiles, engineering, chemicals, fertilizers, electronics, oil refineries, and numerous other small and medium-scale industrial units provide employment to the millions inhabiting the region. In the upper Brahmaputra Valley, petroleum deposits have encouraged the development of refineries and petrochemical factories. The belts of agricultural land are interspersed with numerous towns and cities, and the spread of urbanization combined with the development of roads and railways. The density of population in this region is among the highest in the world. Kolkata and Chittagong are ports which handle international trade and commerce. A dense network of roads and railways has been made possible due to the flat topography of the region. Rivers and their tributaries serve as significant inland waterways, also abound in the towns and cities. Human interaction with the environment has thus resulted in a very rapid pace of development. However, it has also brought with it all the problems associated with urbanization, river pollution, slums, water and power shortages, an overburdened transport system, overcrowded cities, housing shortages, and unemployment. A lot needs to be done to restore the balance between the physical and the biological environment. The government and NGOs are working to resolve many issues that arise when the human pressure on the land far outweighs the resources the land